Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm Trish. I'm your new instructor for English 1110P, Composition 1 Plus. And let me show you around. Guess what? I'm a little new to Brightspace, as are you. So we're going to be learning a lot together. I am now looking at the view that you should see. And I've been building your class all couple weeks and still working on it. And I'm learning what it looks like from your point of view. So I'm going to show you around as best I can. You might find things that I haven't found yet, so if you discover some groovy new tips and tools, share them with me as well. So I know a lot about composition. I know a lot about teaching writing. I've been a writer for a long time, a really long time. I wanted to be a writer since I was 9 years old, which is, kind of freaky. And so I've been trying to, get a handle on it ever since. So I've been practicing, and I hope that you enjoy practicing in this class as well. I am here to help you, and you are here to help each other, and I hope you enjoy the course. So let me show you around. This is our home page. In a few minutes, there are going to be some announcements, so you're going to kind of see how the things are built. Now you're going to see a content browser. If you click here and expand the widget, you'll see these little tiles. More of these are going to open as new modules and new units open. This is your welcome. This is your Unit 1, which has only the first module available. More things are coming your way. Resources are here, Writers and Citers Toolkits. I want you to check that out. Our composition and grammar books, which are free to you, and so on. So if you want to get a little description, you can click here, and you get a little howdy from me. So please check this out. This is kind of what I sent you in my email. And you can go back. Actually, you can always go back. This is our welcome page. And here we have planning your work week, how to succeed in English 1110P, online student resources, bada bing, bada boom. This is what it looks like when you go into your coursework and you go to content. This is what you probably will see. But it's also a place where you're going to see your overview and syllabus. Check this out. Your syllabus is right here. Oh my goodness, how handy is that? And it's full of visual aids and links and all kinds of groovy stuff. You can print it, you can download it, you can do all the kinds of things with it, and you'll want to do that because that's part of your homework for this week is to annotate your syllabus. So read this over, and I've given you a challenge up here. If you find any grammatical errors, if you find confusing wording, I want you to let me know. I offer extra credit points to students who can find my boo-boos, but I also would like you to notice, and if you find any reference to Blackboard or C&M Learn, which are our old learning management tools, let me know and I'll fix that as well. Oh, how cool is that? So at the very bottom, you'll see that the first 5 weeks, I'm going to give you a headache doing this. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. Okay, down here, resources, bada bing, bada boom. Okay, here's your schedule. Everything is already in the modules, but if you want to see what's coming, you can check this out. This is laid out for you for the first 5 weeks, which is your first unit, which is ultimately writing a personal narrative, which will be due in February. And then other units are going to come your way. So you're going to see these getting fleshed out each week or so. You're going to see new additions to the schedule. All right, back to table of contents. You got your welcome. Here's your unit 1, the self and community narrative. The first unit, you'll learn, we're going to be doing some foundational skills stuff. We're going to learn about Blackboard this week and each other. We're going to practice with discussions and journals and so on and so forth. But ultimately, you're going to be writing a personal narrative in relationship to a community you belong to. And this can be any kind of community. It can be a gaming community, a skateboarding community. It could be a neighborhood. It could be single moms. It can be nurses or community college students or whatever it is that you feel like you're connected to, something that's meaningful to you. And it's something about which you have a story to tell, and that means an event. And we're going to talk more about that, about what kinds of things can turn into stories. Now that's kind of a fun thing to play with, but you need to have some foundational skills first. So this is where we're going with this unit. I want you to have that idea. So the narrative arc of this unit is we have an introduction, a turning point where we learn about what the story structure is going to be. We're going to learn about story structure, learning about story structure, have a climax where we actually write the story and then resolve and learn, reflect on what we learned. I just drew a Freytag pyramid for you. That's going to make sense to you in about a week. Okay, just giving you a heads up. All right, moving on. So you can click on week 1 here, or you can just scroll down. Here we have your module overview, and it'll give you this overview. You can click here. You can go back if you want, but you can click here and move forward in the module. We're trying to follow a certain pattern each week so you don't get confused. Our deadlines are Thursdays and Sundays, so you know when things are due, but you also want to pace yourself. When you're in college, and you might have noticed this in life, things get busy and you can get easily distracted and overwhelmed. And if you're waiting like me to do something at the last minute and the last minute gets away from you, that's tricky. So we want to budget our time so that you know what to expect. So just take a look at this. I'm not going to go over it in great detail right now because you're smart people. You can read that. Okay, moving on. The assignments for the week are laid out for you here. It looks like an awful lot of stuff, but in reality, these things are going to go very quickly. You just looked at the module overview, boom, done. These are jumpstart activities that'll get you started with a class. A lot of these are really quick. Meet and greet discussion, that's also very quick. This is going to take a little bit of thought. This will take a little bit of thought. This, if you do the reading, will be really straightforward. The reading is here. Nope, I lied. Here's the participation in the Doodle Poll. Here's the deal. Every week I'd like to host weekly workshops. Those would be like class meetings, but I'm going to offer them more than one time per week so that if you can't join one, you can join another. I'm also going to make them available to another class very much like yours, same class, just different people. And so you might be meeting several people, new people in that class, in that session. This would be held on Zoom. And in that, we'd have like a 15-minute lesson, maybe some Q&A, maybe some practicing for assignments for the week, maybe discussions of the readings. There's so many things that we can do together that would make life a whole lot easier for you as we're navigating this class. I can, of course, record lectures like I'm doing now, but as you can see, I'm a little bumbly when I do so. So you can ask more specific questions. We can have an actual rapport going if you show up for these meetings. So the poll is to give us an opportunity to choose the best times that will work for most. And so I will offer 2 or 3 times during the week, and you can pick the one that works for you. You get 5 points for attending, up to 60 points in the term, which is to say you don't have to attend more than 12 times. But if you attend even 12 times out of the 15-week course, so much the better. Now, other things you should know, I also will offer office hours. Office hours will be on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m., also on Zoom. You can show up, have a conversation. We can have a little lesson during the office hours if that's better for you. So I'm trying to be as flexible as I can be, offer as many times as I possibly can to offer support to you. But I'm not the only one who's offering support. In this class, you also will have an embedded librarian and a tutor, and you will have opportunities to meet with them one-on-one, and I will ask you to do so at least once per term. So it's actually to your advantage to take the time to meet with us as you can. Alrighty. Oh, and you just click on the link in the last thing. This is your textbook is all online, and all of these chapters are linked. You can just click here and go directly to them. This will show you how to use the textbook. The textbook is like so, and all your chapters are like this, and you can see that you can scroll through these pretty quickly. These are pretty short. They have embedded videos. They have lots of visual aids. lots of white space. So don't be intimidated by what looks like might be lengthy reading. It really is pretty quick. Now I'm scrolling through this. This would be nothing. Okay, move on to the next chapter. Boom. Pretty easy. And look at that. See? Big visual aids. So if you go back here, you'll see that each of these is linked. Okay. Here is a PowerPoint about brain-based learning. These are things that I'd like you to take a look at this week. You will have a quiz on reading. It won't be difficult. It's only 5 questions, but it makes you look smart when you ace them. Here we go. Here's a scavenger hunt in 4 parts. The first one is to take the Brightspace Jumpstart. The Jumpstart, I'll show you in just a second how to get there. It's at the home page on Brightspace. You can log in there and just go through that, and you'll learn everything you ever needed to know about Brightspace. And if you didn't, you'll just be so much more comfortable. You'll get a certificate of completion at the end. Take a screenshot of that to show me that you have done that. Upload it to this assignment, but also send me an email. I'll show you how to do that in a second. You're also going to explore Brightspace, our course, and look at the community resources and the Writers Insiders toolkits and see if there's anything that you think would be useful to you or others. Tell me a little bit about this in your submission, in your email. And one thing that you think I ought to know about you as a student. Now, this is a private forum, so you can tell me whatever you think would be useful, like best ways to learn, things that stress you out, ways I can be helpful to you. Anything you think that as your instructor I ought to know, please tell me. I won't tell anyone else. It's just between you and me. And if it's something that I can help you with, I'm there. Okay. So, and then the last thing is to send me a screenshot so you can save it to a Word document and you can upload it here. Just click here to upload your document from your computer, and like so. You can also drag and drop a file if you prefer. To send an email, you go to communication. No, I lied. You go up here and you go to email and you go to address book and you find me. Then you have to go to 2, I believe. Yeah, 2. I'm clicking on that. Oh, 2. Here it is. There you go. Sorry, it took me a minute. And all right, that's my recipient. Okay, that's groovy. Add recipients. And now we're good to go. Sorry, I'm bumbling a little bit with this, but I'm learning as well as you do. So you now can compose your email to me and hit send when you're done. It will go to my CNM Outlook, which is your regular CNM email, and my response to you will go into your Outlook, your CNM email. It won't go back to to Brightspace. It'll go to your CNM. So check for my response in your My CNM email. Okay, back to coursework. So I'm way off field here, right? So I have to go back to coursework, go back to content. Back at start, we already did the readings and resources. We're at the scavenger hunt. We just did that. Here's the class discussion where you get to introduce yourself to the class, read all this jazz, start a new thread, give it a subject line, bada bing, bada boom, enter your stuff and hit post. And then you'll come back to this and you'll see, you can look at threads or whatever, and you'll see other people's posts. So you'll have to respond to other people as we move on in the class. Since nobody's there, we can't see it. Okay, here is your exploration journal. It's actually an assignment, but you're going to write a journal every week where you reflect on or try out or play with ideas in a creative way. And I won't be grading journals for grammar or punctuation. I just want to see you engage thoughtfully with your topics. This topic this week is advice and goal setting. And you got some videos to watch. One is about time management, one is about why writing is important, and 10 habits of successful students. You also have this PowerPoint about brain-based learning. Here is the prompt. Answer these 3 questions. Write in complete sentences. Compose in a Word document offline, save it to your computer, upload, and then when you've got it uploaded, you choose your file, bada bing, bada boom, and upload it and hit submit. You'll have that opportunity once you upload your document. Here is your task to annotate and answer some questions about your syllabus. There's a little video here about annotation. Annotation is highlighting and taking notes on the document. So you're going to print out the syllabus, or you can annotate online. You can just download it and use Word annotation tools to annotate, take notes, answer questions, and so on. And you're going to upload either a picture of your hand annotated. Actually, I'd rather you do it online. It would be much easier for me to see it, easier for you to get it to me. So this shows you how to go about that. You're going to annotate and take notes, but you're also going to fill out this document. So it's going to open down here. I just clicked on it. You notice that we did that. It's linked here. Clicked on it here. It's going to open up in a second. Open file. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Open file, open file, open file, open file, open file. Oh, come on. I know I'm making you wait. Oh, that's terrible. Okay. Enable editing. Okay. So this was going to ask you to look for specific things in the syllabus and then write your responses here. Save this to your computer, label it with your name, and then upload it as part of the assignment submission. Make sense? If it doesn't make sense, please let me know. But you're doing a scavenger hunt. You're looking at the syllabus. You're learning how to annotate a text, which is reading it closely, highlighting and making notes in your margins. You're going to look for key elements, key questions and topics. These are the things I want you to find. Okay? And then you're going to submit that. Ignore that. Look away, look away. All right, and then we move forward. You got a quiz about the readings for the week. Like I said, they're pretty quick. If you read them closely, you'll be good to go. And there's the sum. This is your conclusion for the week. This is what you've accomplished. Now, it looks like a lot of stuff. I know it does, but it actually will go pretty quickly. Not all of this is as daunting as you might think it is. But I do want you to know that I'm here to answer your questions. I'm also here to offer support and encouragement, because we want to create an online community where we can really be there for each other. So please reach out to me anytime you like through email, and you can use just regular old CNM email, by the way. You can also use Pronto, and go over here to Communication Tools, and you see Pronto IM. And you can download and create this coordination here with others. So I can talk to anybody here, and you can talk to anybody here, and it's pretty groovy. Okay, back to the to the Jumpstart. If you go back over here, did you see what I clicked on? I clicked on the CNM deal. Here is the Jumpstart for Learners. If you just click on here, you can get launched. So I hope that's fun for you. I hope you have a good time playing around and exploring. If anything at all is confusing, please let me know. Thanks for being patient and watching this entire video, and I look forward to getting to know you and your writing. Thanks.